Hello. How are you? My name is Ayodeji Anifowoshi, and I'm sure everyone have been waiting eagerly to see my first video. Um, I'm going to be taking like a series, and this first series I'm going to be focusing on the journey to becoming a husband. Yes, and I've gotten so much questions about my channel, but the major one I want to really get the answer today is that this channel is not just meant for married men. Single men could learn. That's bachelor. They could learn also, and then I'm sure the women has a lot of things to learn from what I'm going to be sharing on every episode. Just stay tuned. Like I said, today we're going to be talking about who are you. Now, it's funny, many people want to become a husband, become a father, but first define your identity. I know we've been having issues around this period. This is a trying period for us all over the world with this coronavirus. But I think right now, as a father, as a man, everyone is your identity. Who are you? So before you get married as a man, the first thing you need to define is who you are. That was the first thing I did. And let me first tell you who you are not. You are not defined by what you wear. You are not defined by how expensive your glasses could be. You are not defined by your skin color. Now, you're not defined by the color of your eyeball. You're not defined by your height. Your identity, that's not who you are, is bigger than all these things. This is just a feature that adds to your personality. That's not your identity. That's not your identity. So I'm going to be discussing about some few things that forms up your identity, which is something as a man. In fact, generally, you need to sort out in life before you get, because getting married, bringing a woman into your life, giving birth to children, that's a lot of people on you also, but you can't help them to identify who they are if you have not yet identified who you are. So who are you? Who are you? That's $1 million question you must answer. Who are you? Are you only defined by what you wear? The kind of phone you use? The kind of wristwatch you wear? The kind of shirt you wear? Oh, because I'm wearing that 2.0. Well, I'm going to talk about that in another video. That's a conference I attended recently. And shout out to my brothers in that 2.0. I'm sure they're going to be watching this too. So, but what's very important is, who are you? Who are you? What's your identity? So quickly, let me run down the components of what you represent, our identity, my identity. And the first thing is values. What are the core values that you exhibit? That talks about your integrity, talk about your level of honesty, let's talk about how caring and helpful you are, how loyal you can be, hardworking. Well, I use the word smart working because sometimes we just put a lot of effort on things and we don't do it smartly, and it makes us waste a lot of time. Smart working. So that's on the area of values. And along the way in life, our values now becomes a standard because that's who we are now. People know you. Integrity, yeah. When you say yes, it's yes. When you say no, it's no. So one of the components of your identity that defines who you are it's your value. My value defines who I am, not what I wear, not the color of my skin, not where I come from. No, my values. The second thing is my interest. What's my passion? What do I like to do? What are my hobbies? Many people know me very well. Very well. I like singing. I like to play the drums so much. I like to cook. Don't worry, one of the episodes on my channel, we're going to be doing a lot about cooking. Watch out. I like to cook. I like to cook. That's just me. And what else do I like to do? I like fashion. And that's where many people know me for the fact that I like to wear different colors. That's just me. The next thing that forms the component of who I am or who you are is temperament. For example, now I know myself. I'm not a quiet person. No, I'm not. All I just do is to make sure that whenever I talk, I try to make a lot of sense when I talk. But I'm not a quiet person. That's who I am. I'll be finding a way to manage, okay, this is when to talk, this is when not to talk. But first, I need to identify who I am, my true identity. That's about temperament. The next thing you need to look at is, what are your strengths? What do you have strength? And also your weaknesses. So what are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? You need to sit down to define who you are. If you don't know who you are, you're going to get yourself into trouble in life. Because you're not going to be trying to find a way to to put your foot into things. Okay, maybe if I do this, I'm going to be accepted. No. Your acceptance is not based on it's based on your identity. And I just mentioned a few of the components of identity. Who are you? Who are you? Especially in this period of this epidemic happening around the world. Identity is very important. I will encourage, well, this is not an advert. My friend didn't tell me to do this, but he's a very good friend and brother. He wrote a book on identity crisis. It's on Amazon. I'm going to put up the book shortly. It's not an advert, but it's something. It's a book I've read, and I think it's going to help everyone too. So go out there, get the book and read. You need to find identity. And in closing today, I want to say something very, very important. My true identity was found when I searched the scripture. Because the scripture has a picture of what my future looks like. And that brings about my totality. That brings about who I am. Giving my life to Christ, knowing God. Because if God has made us in His own likeness, then our identity can never be discovered without Him. So I encourage you today, go ahead, go search the scripture. Look out for who you are, identify, and don't let anything you wear, anything you have define you. That's not who you are. Who you are is bigger than what you wear. Until the next time we meet, my name is Ayodeji Anifuoshi. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel. Great father, great husband. Thank you so much.